Hi guys, and welcome to another Motor Monday with me, Talbotron, and today we're reviewing the Mazda 6 TS2 2.2 litre diesel. Right guys, this is another one of those cars that most people overlook, a big old Mazda, but to be honest I think these things are great. I love Japanese cars. The Mazda's no exception. As is typical with the Mazda, the reliability factor, is something you should look at. The engine itself, so far, is brilliant. And first impressions, it's a smart looking car. All the facts and figures again will be in the description, so take a look at that. Right, let's get on to the hot topic, shall we? In the cabin, you're it's very smart. It's very black and silver, and it looks like a London apartment. It's stylish. You've got good aircon, good stereo with all MP3 and auxiliary. You've got cruise control. All the controls on the steering wheel are easy to use and easy to understand. The seats are ridiculously comfortable, leather heated seats, all of which are electric, so you can program your seat to however you want it. Someone else drives the car, reprograms it, it's not a problem. You jump in, press another button, and it goes back to your original settings, which is brilliant. And a car like this isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's got built-in hands-free, which does work, so for for what you'll pay for this car, you're getting a lot for your money. Space inside, you could easily fit a family. It's a good car. The looks of the thing are brilliant, and it's really set up nice. It's got a big set of 19-inch wheels. It's a smart looking car. It's got, like I say, 19-inch wheels, a nice spoiler on the back, which, to be fair, it is in the, not the middle of the rear window, but it's definitely there and you definitely can see it. So it's not ideal, but the outside look of the car is brilliant. It's got a good stance to it, and it looks like the car means business. It's just, so far, first impressions are quite good with this thing. I'm really impressed with it. Performance-wise, so far, it's not failing to deliver. At the minute, I'm accelerating to 70 to join the motorway, and it's doing it with ease. And it's doing it comfortably as well. There's no sort of horrible, jerky kind of lurches of power. The power comes in waves. And it's a comfortable kind of gliding sensation rather than I'm getting on the motorway. It's not like that at all. It feels quite sleek, like something you'd expect from a higher end car. I'm going to turn the air conditioning on actually because I am now freezing. But it's a bit noisier than I'd probably like. I am getting a lot of road noise from outside, whereas in other cars you don't normally get this much, so that is a bit of a negative for it. Fuel range, being a diesel, again, it's got a ridiculous amount of range to it. This would easily get you to the end of the earth, I reckon, but that's a diesel in general. Driving the car again, handling, steering is very, very light, which some of you might like, but I prefer a bit of meat to my steering. So the light steering to me, it's not to my taste. That's the best way I can put it, really. Suspension's a bit stiff. I'm feeling bumps, but it's not to the point where it's breaking my spine, which is good. It is still quite comfortable, so it's not the end of the world at all, really. So yeah, not a bad little car. Gearbox, it's like hot knife through body. You can do and if I put it in cruise control, I'm ridiculously comfortable. There's plenty of places to put my feet down in the footwell. I'm relaxed, I'm in a good driving position, there's a lot of room. Like I say, I'm comfortable. Everything's where it should be. Which is a big tick in the box for Mazda's favour, so good job, Mazda. Practicality wise and living with the car, it's pretty good. I've got good views from all the mirrors. Like I say, the spoiler in the rear view mirror really gets in the way a bit, but not to the point where it's going to be causing loads of problems. The boot's huge. It goes right the way back to the back seats. It's a really good sized boot. The space is here for storage. There's bits underneath. You can slide the armrest forward and back for your comfort as well. Big glove box, door pockets again, plenty of room in there. You can easily fit a nice big bottle of water in there. Cup holders, it's quite practical in senses. I'd say if you're doing a lot of motorway mileage for business and you're going to have a lot of stuff in your boot, a lot of paperwork in your glove box, not a problem. You'll easily fit it all in. I wouldn't worry about the space too much. Something I really like, and I think, to be perfectly honest, should be fitted on more and more cars, is, I don't know if you'll be able to see from there, but here, next to where the mirror is, there is a light, and it's a blind spot indicator. So if a car comes from your blind spot, and you're looking in your mirror and you don't see it, that light will be on. So you don't really need to check, but you do still need to check. You do still need to check your blind spot. Don't be posting in the comments saying, Talbotron says you don't need to check your blind spots. You need to check your blind spots, but that gives you an indication. Say I'm driving now and I need to make an overtake. I'm coming up to a truck in a bit. It's going slower than I am. I'm doing 70. I look in there, the light's on, I know I can't overtake. The light's off, I know I can then turn around, have a look, indicate, and then in I go. It beeps to say there was a car approaching. Fantastic. Safety wise, this thing is incredible. It's really stunning. I'm really pleased with this car. Driving wise, you feel like you're in a safe environment, you feel safe. I'm really happy with it. I'm just thank this guy for letting me in. Thank you. Fantastic. Again, light goes off. Not a problem. Really good idea. They do this on Volvos as well. But like I say, it should be on every single car. The amount of accidents that can be avoided with such a simple idea is fantastic. Again, moving on to how would you live with this car in a general family situation. It's a big old car, I'm not going to lie, it's a good size. I think you can get these with added up extras like the sat navs and things like that. So, you might want to go for the more expensive option. This one, the TS2 that I'm driving now, hasn't got sat nav or anything like that, but, that's fine. If you're just driving around cities and stuff like that, you might find it a bit difficult to manoeuvre because of the size of the vehicle. But for long journeys, this cruise, just as a cruise, it's a really nice drive. I get along with it quite well. If you've got a family, perfect. ISO fixed rear seats and child seats. Big old boot, you can easily get a week's worth of shopping in. Got strollers and buggies and everything like that. Really good, spacious family car. And I think, to be honest, that's what I'd rather have this car as. That's the kind of category that I put this car in. It's a family car. It's, like I say, with the road noise and stuff like that, I don't think Mr. Executive is going to be buying it to get to his business meetings. And I don't think, little guy around town is going to be buying it just to nip to the shops and back. I'm thinking it's a family car. It's for those days where you go, you know what, kids, let's go on holiday, or right, we need a week's worth of shop now, or let's go and visit your aunt Ruth in Scotland. It'll get there quite happily, it'll get there comfortably, you'll be comfortable, and that to me, it ticks all the boxes. And an all-round car, fantastic, really is. I'm really enjoying driving it as well. It's a nice drive. Right, I'm going to start doing cars with overall ratings rather than rating everything individually. less hassle that way. So I'm just making it easier for myself. But the Mazda, I'm really impressed with the Mazda. Again, it's reliable, Japanese car. It's you know, it's like anything. Other alternatives that I can think of would be like, say, a Honda Accord. I'd probably go for the Accord more than the Mazda, just due to personal preference. But the Mazda would be a definite contender if I was in the market for this sort of car. The prices that they come in at, you know, the reliability factor, the economical factor, all of this is, you know, spot on. It really is. It's spot on. I'm really, really, really happy with this car. So I'm going to give it an official Talbotron rating of 7.5 out of 10. Again, I'd quite happily buy one, to be honest. I would buy one, but there are other cars out there that I'll probably buy more, but that's the same with many cars. Like I've said before, if they made a perfect car, that would be the only car that anybody would ever buy. So there is always going to be something better, but what you get with this car, it delivers everything that it should. It ticks all the right boxes. There's like a couple of niggly problems, like the light steering, and the size of it's a bit off-putting sometimes. You don't realise how long this car is. It's quite a long car, and you know that could be off-putting. I'd probably prefer something a bit more compact, but you know, every other box it's ticked, and it's done it with a smile on its face. The car looks appealing, it drives well, so yeah, it's a really good all-round car. I'm really happy with it. Guys, I hope you found this review informative. I hope I haven't bored you too much. I'd like to thank you for watching, and